Hey friends, Storyboard Artist Paul Angeli here, just hanging out and doing some midday sketching and just sort of hanging out and drawing. I know it's a busy weekend for you comic book fans out there in San Diego this weekend. Wish I was with you, hanging out. San Diego Comic Con is always a blast. Haven't been there for a while, but one of these days I'll get out there again. Cool. Thanks, Uzi Gaming. Appreciate that. So yeah, I'm just sitting here drawing and having fun and just playing around with some characters. It's sort of a lazy Sunday over there. Yeah, I'm just over here sketching and stuff and just having fun and just laying stuff down and just doodling. You know, I was just having fun with this. I was like, okay, I'm always a big fan of Todd McFarlane's Spawn and been a Spawn fan for a long time. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do some cool stuff here. Just doodle and sketch. I practice all the time. As a storyboard artist, you know, I'm always practicing. I heard the announcement when it came to Spawn. Correct me if I'm wrong. I was hearing that the Blumhouse is still pushing forward with the Spawn movie. That'd be sort of cool to work on. And using the, I guess, the little bit of the King Spawn story arc for that. So congrats to Todd McFarlane keeping that going. Just cool stuff. I'm just having fun here. I'm just sketching and doodling. Nothing fancy. I always liked. I don't know if I'm going to ink this or not, or ink over it or whatever. These are just my sketches, so I'm not too sincerely worried about how I'm doing this. Always loved all the little doodads on Spawn. Playing around with this. Get some smoke and fire and brimstone. Just having fun. Appreciate everybody popping in and saying what's up. We got Uzi Gaming, Yu-Gi-Oh Master. You know, hello man. Your sketch looks nice, even if not finished. Thanks so much, man. Fenoriax, what's up? How you doing? Awesome to see so many artists and interested folks. I'm just sort of doodling, not really trying to do anything right now, just sort of play around with this. Gotta get those. Always like the chains and all that stuff. Yeah, I gotta do more Spawn work. I haven't done a lot. Quad Dancer, what's going on? This is Spawn. I'm just sort of playing around. If we haven't met before, my name is Paul Angeli. I'm a live-action storyboard artist. And welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time popping in and saying what's up. I've had this channel for a while now, and we've grown it quite a bit, and I want to thank everybody for subscribing. We've grown the channel quite a bit, and if you're somebody into visual storytelling and you know, storyboard arts or visual storytelling, whether you're using it for animation, comics, or live action, you know, or if you're just an artist and you want to learn how to draw, those type of things, check out the channel. We've got almost 250 videos here on the channel for your viewing pleasure, to hang out and learn the art of visual storytelling. When I first got started, I started in just using copy paper here, nothing fancy, you know, here for what I was doing working right now. So it's cool stuff. I'll do different drawings and I'll have some fun, you know, trying different things. I had drawn this the other day. So just, you know, some other fun stuff. I'm just having fun. Last night we did a live stream and I did a lot of Wolverine and Deadpool and having some fun stuff with that, and that was cool. But just trying different things. So Quad Dancer, thanks so much. I appreciate you subbing. Got a lot of great people on here, so cool stuff. Let's see what else we got on here. Yeah, just you know, sometimes you know, when I'm working too, just to show you guys, you know, when I'm boarding and stuff like that, sometimes I just use Post-it notes, and I just do these like thumbnails when I'm putting together a sequence, and you could sort of see, you know, different images in terms of just practicing. And that's just using simple tools, because if you can draw with simple tools, meaning, you know, just pens, Sharpies, this type of stuff, you can tell a lot of story and you can do a lot of things. You don't need a bunch of high-tech stuff. And, you know, I think it's just, you know, I think these are just tools, you know. Dominic, what's going on? How you doing? Haven't heard from you for a while. Just got done with your Tim Sale video. It was great. I happen to have the Long Halloween book, so I drew some of them too. Cool. You gotta shoot it over to me via email. I think my link is on the video too. So I'd love to see your work, Dominic, and see what you're up to, buddy. Love to see that. Yeah. If you guys didn't catch that one, Dominic was referring to the master study we were doing on Tim Sale. You know, he did the Long Halloween. He did just for Batman. He did Superman. He did Marvel characters. We lost him too soon in 2022. He passed away, but a great style. And if you're learning to do storyboards, it's just a great person to learn from. We did the same thing on Miyazaki. We did a study of Miyazaki's work. And we also did Darwin Cook. So if you haven't seen, so a lot of great artists out there to learn from, and how can you pull from that information to put it into your storyboards. And one thing with I liked about Tim's work is that he kept it really, you know, he was a great storyteller and clarity in his composition. And what I liked about his line work, if he was working in pen or something like that, it was really simple. He worked with simple lines, you know, a lot of contour stuff like that. And then he used the thicker, you know, pen for his darker shading or whatever the pattern or shape was, you know, in terms of, you know, what he was working on. And if I was drawing, I don't want it to bleed through, but, you know, give you an idea here. And I just liked his work. And if I, you know, so there's a lot of similarity between, you know, Deadpool and Spawn. Cool. I appreciate you subbing, and Quad Dancer. Yeah, hopefully we can see you again on one of these streams. Usually I stream on my teaching courses are on Saturdays, Mondays, and Thursdays. So drop on by. Cool. Appreciate you. Okay, and over here, let's sort of play around with this. I'm gonna, you know, just go back over that Tim's philosophy. I don't know if it's philosophy, but what I learned from his work. You know, and if I'm looking at it, you know, and I'm just like, okay, cool. You know, and if I'm going to draw a character like Deadpool, I'm not using any type of reference, I'm just sort of drawing. Use simple lines like this, and there's a lot like Spawn too, so let's have some fun with this a little bit smaller, sort of that Spider-Man. Sort of look. Excuse me. Have to get some reference here if I'm going to do that, or if I need it. Let's see. Let's see if we can get this right. For Deadpool. And I try to work like this, so if I'm working with a client or director, either online or wherever I'm working, that I can just be able to knock these images out quickly. Let's get one of his katanas or something over here. We can have some fun like this. And so that's what I liked about Tim Sale's work, is that it was just like simple line with just the shape of the black in there. If I'm keeping it sort of simple here. Not too bad, knocking this out real quick. If I was going to draw Deadpool again, I definitely get some reference there. But that's what I liked about his work. Yeah, I can clean this up, but as we're having some fun here. Oop. So sometimes when I'm storyboarding, I'll do like shots like this just to play around with what I'm doing. Get some ideas. Yeah, that's true, Dominic. Yeah, you just sit there and you throw some black bars, you just make it look cinematic. So I can get some ink on here. Got my jelly pen. Huh. Have some fun with that. Cool. So here we go. We got Deadpool. Sweet. But yeah, you can tell your stories. You know, like I was saying, you know, tell your stories. Sometimes I've laid out many pages just with Post-it notes, and that helps me a lot. And you can sort of see some of the other images. Whoop! I bled through now. I guess I didn't. And you can sort of have some fun with that. And you work small too. I like working small, and it keeps the detail out. You know, I learned this sort of that working small, especially learned that from Robert Valley. If you probably have seen his work, he has a very cool style. He did one of the Riddick, I think he was doing work for the Riddick animated series or a Riddick cartoon. He worked on Aeon Flux with Peter Chung, and just I love his, you know, simplicity of you know, he pretty much drew all of his boards the size of a quarter. So I draw a little bit bigger, but you know, but I think it helps to draw small so you can tell those, show enough information in there and keep all the detail out so you can quickly knock out your boards too. So some cool stuff there. Let me take a second here, take a look at the it's Finori X. Been doing so much anatomy over the past few days. I haven't done it for a couple years as I do cartoons, but I love myself some superheroes. I want to start drawing them more often and properly. Lots of lots of laughs. Cool, awesome, cool. Appreciate you. Thanks for popping in. So I'm gonna let's take this off. Take my Deadpool example. So what's cool about these two is you can move these all in different sequences, and that's what I love about working with Post-it notes. Okay, let's see if I can see where we're going with this. If I can see through this, can I ink through that? Let's have some fun with that a little bit. Let's use that Spawn character and go a little bit more with him. Do some inks over it. If I can see what I'm doing here. When I'm thinking of, see how this turns out. So I'm thinking, you know, I do my drawings like that. One of the things I like is just this. Dominic says, Jendi likes sticky notes. What do you think of Primal? When it comes to sticky notes, when I learned how to storyboard, and it was storyboarding comics for layouts, and I'd use different size Post-its, and then when I started working in animation, everything was Post-it or index cards on board, sort of the old school Disney. So I think Jendy's old school like that, and I really like it, and I've always followed his work from when he got started doing Dexter's Laboratory and all that cool stuff. You know, for me, it's like Primal, loved it. I thought it was super cool. Really dig Primal. Nothing wrong with dinosaurs and cavemen. So all I'm doing is going over and sort of just doing the inks over what I'm doing. The first episode of season 2, when they traveled the ocean, was magical. Yeah, no, they had some really just awesome stuff there with that show. I agree with you on that one. So when I'm thinking like this, if we're thinking of like Tim Sales' work and how I'm sort of putting this together, it's sort of like, I mean, I'm thinking in shapes of color in terms of how I'm putting this together, or shapes in, you know, blocking in that, the blacks. Sort of get that itchy feeling to it. This is just using Sharpies and not doing anything fancy here. If I wanted to get like his skeleton medallions, I'd have to go get some reference for Spawn. It's been a while. I always loved those curves that he did on his capes, what Todd did. He has some cool stuff. Gotta make sure I get this. Gotta get my spikes and everything. Just having fun with this. And then also to get that border. I remember my high school art teacher. He was always like, draw your borders. You know, so if I'm drawing my storyboard bounding box. Yeah, I'll have to rewatch that again, Dominic. I don't want to ruin my original pencil. Just having fun with that. I like this character here. I thought he turned out pretty cool. Let me just finish this up real quick. As we're drawing. Yeah, I'd love to work on the Spawn movie if they, once that gets greenlit. Just be able to board out on that thing. It's really sketchy now. Cool. That's true. Yeah, there was another martial art movie I saw with Michael J. White. They were talking about Jamie Foxx. It sounded like he was a huge Spawn fan. But who knows? I know that McFarlane's been wanting to remake that movie. For a while now. It's just cool. Always been a fan. Like the character, like the story, like the villains. It's just cool. Can't go wrong with that. We're having some fun with this today. Didn't know I was going to do a spawn drain out of all this. Just having fun with it. These are those symbols he has. It's cleaned up just a tad bit. Just having fun with that. That's pretty cool. I want to add some more darker tones in there. Appreciate everybody hanging out and having fun. I'll leave it black and white for now. Boy, it's been a long time. But yeah, Dominic, I agree. If Michael J. White can get back into it, that'd be cool. Just having fun with this. Let's see, I got our drawing here. We sort of have the inking. You can sort of see, and this is what I liked about learning from Tim Sale or Darwin Cook. I know this is a little bit more complicated than what they were drawing, but I just like the simple lines and to tell the story in terms of what you're doing. You get a lot of texture and feeling, and we're not using very complicated tools. We're using, you know, boom. These couple, you know, a chisel Sharpie, a regular Sharpie. Yeah, I can. This is just for practice and for fun and stuff. So I'm not going to use my expensive brush pens and stuff like that. I'm just going to have fun with it, tell my story, you know, practice and sort of have fun with it. That's why I think it's the importance to just have things to practice on and to study and to try new things. And I don't sit there and you know, whether it be geisha or, you know, samurai or something, you know, have some fun, tell those different stories and have some fun with it. So very cool. Well, if you guys appreciate you stopping by and hanging out. We've gone for about 30 minutes or so. I got to get back to it over here. And I just wanted to take a quick break for you with you and hang out. I appreciate you watching and hanging out with me this afternoon. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You know, let's write that down. We got to say that. You got to, you know, like, you know, 3 things I always ask everybody: like the video, subscribe, hit the bell. And when you hit the bell, it notifies you every time I post. Appreciate everybody hanging out with me today. Again, have a beautiful day. I will catch the next one, Ode 10 Cafe. Okay, hold on, you guys. I got Ode 10 Cafe hanging out. I got to stay on for my friend, Ode 10 Cafe. So I'm going to stay on for a little bit longer. We were sitting there drawing. I always give a couple minutes to my buddy. Okay, so we were doing a bunch of pencil drawings earlier, and you know, just I wasn't really doing a comic page or anything like that, but just having fun here with some characters, doing some sketches and having some fun. Ode 10 Cafe, I hope you're doing well today. I just did a quick sketch in honor of Todd McFarlane's Spawn. You know, I had thrown in Spawn into the sequence. I was just sort of randomly drawing stuff and hanging out. So let's play with this a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can get this character in here. I'll pop him in real quick. Okay, I'll do it next time for you. But look forward to hooking it up for you for the next time, Ode 10 Cafe. But yeah, I don't want you to get in trouble from work. Cool. Anyway, this is what I was working on, and I was just starting to ink over that. I got some other stuff to be doing, so I will catch up with you next time, Ode 10 Cafe. But I want to appreciate everybody hanging out. Dominic, appreciate you. We had a lot of new Finnery X, what's going on? Quad Dancer. What else do we have? Somebody else in here too. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master and Uzi Gaming. Thanks so much. Again, don't forget to take a few minutes to subscribe, like the video, and hit that bell notification button. Keep drawing, keep telling your stories. I will see you on the next live stream. You guys take care. Have a great day.